Alright, football fans, the NFL Draft is the main event of the weekend, where teams pick the future stars of the league. But for hundreds of players who don't hear their names called through the 7 rounds, the journey isn't over. Undrafted free agency provides a second chance, a path to an NFL roster for players who still believe they have what it takes. And one of the most unique, most physically imposing players in this entire draft class, a player who has generated headlines just based on his sheer size, is getting his NFL shot this way. We're talking about Desmond Watson, the defensive tackle from Florida, all 6'6" and a staggering 464 pounds, who is signing with his hometown Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's just start with that number again, 464 pounds. In a sport filled with massive athletes, Desmond Watson stands out in a way few players ever have. If he had been selected in the NFL draft, he would have become the heaviest pick in NFL history. Despite hoping to get drafted in the later rounds on Saturday, no team ultimately took that gamble on the supersized run stopper during the draft itself. But the dream isn't dead. Just after the draft concluded, Watson announced on social media that he is signing with his hometown Tampa Bay Buccaneers as an undrafted free agent. Growing up in Plant City, just 20 miles east of Tampa, getting a chance to play for the Bucs is undoubtedly a special opportunity. Reports indicate the Buccaneers are showing a real commitment to giving him a legitimate shot, reportedly guaranteeing him $50, including a $20 signing bonus, significant guaranteed money for an undrafted player. Now, while his size is the first thing that grabs your attention, what's surprising is the raw strength that comes with it. At a pro day workout last month, Watson wowed NFL scouts with his performance on the bench press, repping 225 pounds a remarkable 36 times. That number topped any bench press performance at this year's NFL Scouting Combine, showing he possesses truly elite upper body strength. Of course, his size also presents challenges, particularly when it comes to speed and stamina. He reportedly ran the 40-yard dash in 5.93 seconds and had a vertical jump of 25 inches, numbers that are understandably modest for a player his size. Reports also noted that he looked winded during position drills, which isn't entirely surprising given the sheer amount of weight he carries. But his size and strength, particularly that incredible bench press number, still managed to stand out during the crucial pre-draft evaluation process. Watson played 4 seasons at the University of Florida, never missing a game. His weight journey was a constant topic of discussion throughout his college career. He reportedly arrived on campus in 2021 listed at 385 pounds. Then saw his listed weight increase each season, reaching 415 pounds as a sophomore, 435 as a junior, and 449 as a senior, before reportedly weighing in at 464 pounds at his pro day. Gators coach Billy Napier acknowledged the ongoing effort in managing his weight, saying he had numerous nutritionists and coaches work with him, and believed that last season he probably executed the weight management plan the best he had, and in turn, played his best football. Napier noted that Watson's sheer frame and bone structure mean he's naturally going to be a very large human being. Napier also described Watson as a unicorn, a player of such unique stature that you might never be around someone like him again in your career. But beyond just his size, Napier added that Watson is extremely intelligent, has a great sense of humor, and was a great teammate at Florida. He believes Watson will absolutely get his shot in the NFL and is hoping he makes the most of it. As a player, Desmond Watson is the ultimate space eater. His primary role on the defensive line is to occupy multiple blockers, disrupt the line of scrimmage, and stop the run game. While his career college stats 63 tackles and 1.5 sacks might seem modest, they don't tell the full story of his impact. His highlights show moments of incredible raw power, like ragdolling a running back or ripping the ball out of a ball carrier's hands for a forced fumble, demonstrating the kind of disruptive ability he can have when leverage and power combine. There was even a memorable moment where he lined up at fullback and carried the ball for a yard in a bowl game, highlighting his unique versatility, or perhaps just the fun nature of his coaches. The Buccaneers are taking a calculated chance here. Signing a player with an unprecedented size profile who wasn't drafted comes with inherent risks. particularly questions about stamina, long-term weight management, and whether that size can translate to consistent NFL production against the highest level of competition. But the potential reward is also intriguing. If Watson can maintain functional playing strength, adapt to the speed of the NFL game, and manage the physical demands, his sheer size and power could make him a truly unique force in the middle of the defensive line. A player capable of anchoring the run defense and disrupting opponents in a way few others can. Desmond Watson didn't get drafted, missing out on being the heaviest draft pick in NFL history. But he did get his NFL shot, signing with his hometown Tampa Bay Buccaneers as an undrafted free agent. The challenge ahead is immense, proving he can consistently manage his weight and conditioning while developing the technique needed to succeed at the NFL level. But he has the strength, the unique physical tools, and now, the opportunity to prove that his unicorn profile can translate to Sundays and show the teams that passed on him what they missed. It's a fascinating storyline to follow as he begins his NFL journey with the Bucs. Alright, let's talk about one of the most uniquely sized players getting an opportunity in the National Football League. Former Florida Gators defensive tackle Desmond Watson, listed at 6'6" and a remarkable 464 pounds, is getting his NFL shot. After the NFL draft concluded on Saturday, Watson signed with his hometown team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, as an undrafted free agent. Watson had hoped to be drafted in the later rounds and would have become the heaviest player ever selected in NFL history if a team had picked him. No team did, but the Buccaneers are taking a chance on the supersized defensive lineman. The article reports they're giving him $50 guaranteed, including a $20 signing bonus, which shows they are making a real investment in bringing him in. Despite his massive size, Watson showed some surprising athleticism during the pre-draft process. He reportedly wowed scouts by repping 225 pounds on the bench press a remarkable 36 times, which was more than any player at this year's combine. Regardless of position, he also ran the 40-yard dash in under 6 seconds and had a 25-inch vertical jump. His college coach, Billy Napier, called him a unicorn because of his stature, but also praised his intelligence, humor, and being a great teammate. Napier said he's hoping Des will make the most of this shot. Watson was the ultimate space eater in college, playing 4 seasons at Florida and never missing a game, finishing with 63 tackles and 1.5 sacks. Napier also noted that Watson has had to manage his weight throughout college. But even with that, his sheer frame score indicates he's just built to be a big man. So, while Desmond Watson didn't hear his name called during the NFL draft, his unique size, surprising strength, and potential as a space eater earned him an NFL opportunity with his hometown Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He arrives in Tampa with a chance to prove that his one-of-a-kind physical traits can translate to the professional level and make the most of this rare shot.